Part 2, time for the moment of truth. Please welcome back your hosts, Anne Robinson and Philip Schofield.
To Test the Nation. Great atmosphere here. Congratulations, because we've just broken a record. Anyone who joined in has taken part now in the biggest ever national IQ test. Well done. Really wonderful. The thing is, how did you do? You're about to find out. In a moment, I'll be giving you the answers. Philip will be analysing the results. And at home, you might well be breaking open the champagne or another six-pack, having discovered a hidden talent. Of course, in other places, there might just be deep, deep humiliation, mightn't there, builders?
Why do I think you're about to turn? You've been nice, the test is done. I sense a turn in you. We'll also be looking at the bigger picture. The data from people taking the test all over Britain is, as I speak, being mulled over by a computer containing more brains than a cheap sausage. Soon we will be able to reveal which part of the country has the highest IQ. And age-old arguments can be settled. Which old rivals will really have something to boast about? Glasgow, Edinburgh, Liverpool, Manchester, Cardiff, Swansea. Good evening to all of you.
Now, those who've been playing interactively have a steal on the rest, because you've already got your results. For everyone else, it's the moment of reckoning. Good luck to those who've been playing at home. And to our studio guests, here come the answers to the National IQ Test 2002. OK, it's like the end of term. First, the 10 questions in the language section. Remember, we tackled vocabulary. Question 1, which word means the same as engine? And the answer is D, motor. OK, question 2. Stop moaning. Which word means the same as frail? The answer is A, feeble. Obviously. Question 3, which word means the same as hardly? And the answer is D. OK, this was the easy part. Question 4, which word means the same as furtive? And the answer is stealthy. A. OK. Question 5, which word means the same as faint? And the answer is C. Make a deceptive movement. OK. Are we happy, people? What? You got them all right? Of course you should get them all right. You're teachers.
They didn't got all the right answers.
What?
At the beginning.
Why are the teachers the most trouble here? See, the publicans are just being modest. And the builders are too terrified at the moment. OK, next was sayings. Which saying, this was question 6, means we learn from experience? Now, celebs. Are we looking all right over there? answer to question 6 was builders? Well done. Question 7. Which saying means to go from bad to a worse situation? Well, if builders can't answer this, I don't know what they can answer. What was the answer, builders? Good. Now, I don't know why, but question 9, which was calamities... Question 8, sorry. Question 8, the answer is, which saying means people vary? And the answer is D. One man's meat is another man's poison. OK. And question 9. Now, this is... I don't know why the builders found this completely hilarious when I was asking it, but they did. And we wanted to know which saying means calamities often occur together. And the answers, the answer, builders. B. You know that, don't you? You know it never rains, but it pours. Right, OK. Finally, 10. Which saying means it's easy to be jealous? Blondes. That's the correct answer. Okay. Right. Those were the 10 answers for the language section.
So there we are. How did you do? I take it that the dissension in the ranks from the teachers over there was because you actually did get them right at the beginning. Yes. Yes. I just had a look at this little computer down here, and it did tell me, actually, it said 0 at first, but you'll be pleased to know, we'll go back to what happened at the beginning. It was actually 243 of you got that the first block of questions right. So now we've cleared that up. We'll have a quick chat with our celebrities over here and find out how they felt they did. How did you?
That was the easiest bit. I mean, if I can't get the words right, I should be out of a job.
Careful, don't provoke her.
It's the arithmetic I'm worried about.
I'm actually waiting for the bit where he pulls his hair up because he did so badly.
That's coming. That's coming.
We'll know. No, Tommy, how about you on those first bank of questions?
Well, okay. I thought. When we checked back there, I thought I got nearly all of them right, if not all of them right. So
yes.
I'm pleased with that. It was the easiest section for me, the language.
Yeah. What about you?
The numbers will be a disaster.
I thought I'd done really badly on the first one, but it's come through, and I can't remember. I actually thought I got them all right. So
did you feel that you would have done better had you not? Obviously, you're under pressure, but with just an extra bit of time or so. Was it pressure that was underlying you? Do you think?
It was like you seem to even know it straight away. Or you didn't, and you're like, reading it again and again and again, and the time was then going.
All right, eyes down, let's have a look at some more answers.
OK, let's move on to the memory section. 5 questions to test your powers of recall. So, question 11. You had to memorise these details, and then... What was the postcode? And the answer was B. OK, question 12. This was very long and quite difficult. Memorise this address, and the answer... Which one of the following is incorrect? The answer was D. Moving on. 13. Another address, and the answer, again, was D. Moving on. Another address. The answer here was Blondes. It was B. Well done. Finally, the newsagent's list. And we wanted to know... Move on to the answer. Which papers and magazines did Helen Baxter take? And the answer was C, the Hello, Guardian and Private Eye. No, the builders didn't get any of those. OK. No memories, the builders. That was the answers to the memory section.
OK, already you should have a feel for knowing how well you've done. There are some fairly depressed faces here in the studio, so let's find out which groups aren't doing too well, which groups are now in the lead. We have a leaderboard, and here it is. We can see that the Builders currently at the bottom. The Builders, 22%, the Blondes, 23%, the Publicans, 24%, tying with the Twins, the Teachers, 27%, the Students, 28%, the Celebrities at the top with 33%. You jumped out of your seat there. Now, you're jubilant, you're happy now. And you said, you guessed, I heard you say halfway through that, I guessed on that one.
Yeah, but even better, the students are ahead of the teachers. And even better than that, the Blondes are ahead of the Builders.
This, of course, could all change in a matter of moments. Let's have some more answers.
The Builders are last, but they'll be the ones with the best excuses. Right. Next, the logic section. The first 6 questions dealt with completing a series. Remember, you had to look at a sequence of shapes and decide which of the 4 figures completed the pattern. Here are those 6 answers. 16, and the answer here is D. OK? On to 17. And the answer here was... No, the answer for 17 was B. On to 18. The answer here was... No, students, it was not A, it was D. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just testing. I was only testing, quite right. Just wanted to see if you were listening. Question 19. And the answer here is D. And the reason it's D is the arrow is moved round 45 degrees each time, and the accompanying shape is alternately a cross, then a circle. So the correct figure must contain a cross with the arrow rotated a further 45 degrees. You knew that, publicans, didn't you? OK. On to question... No, they didn't. On to question 20. The correct answer here is C. Teachers who didn't get it, let me explain. OK. It's because each time the number of sides of the shapes increases by 1, so the first shape has 3 sides, the second has 4, the third has 5, the final shape therefore has how many sides, Builders? They don't know, 6. OK. Question 21. And you complete this series, and the answer here is A. And I have to say, at this point, there was total relief all round. It was the end of this section. The answer is A. The circle rotates through 90 degrees anti-clockwise each time, and we lose alternate white and black quadrants. Gosh, I'm confused just giving you the answers, never mind having to work them out. How glum are the celebrities looking at this point? Andrew Neil.
More subdued now. We'd like to stop us, quit while we're ahead.
How's our newsreader doing?
This is all where it went pear-shaped, Anne, I'm afraid.
All pear-shaped? Good. Tommy, how are you doing there?
Don't ask.
I think they've lost their confidence. They were at the top. We'll see how it goes. Still in the logic section, here are the 5 answers in the number sequence block. So we're on question 22. Shh. The answer publicans is C. Because, as you all know, publicans, each number is a third of the number that goes before it. So 333 is a third of 999, 111 is a third of 333, and so on. And 12.33 is a third of 37. Yes, teachers think that's very obvious. Students, okay with that? Okay. Question 23, the correct answer here is blondes? I'd hope that blondes would do so well. The correct answer is D. Okay, because each number in the series is the sum of the two preceding numbers. So, builders, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 13 is 21. And that brings you to the answer D. Question 24. Here, the right answer was identical twins. A, good, because each alternate number increases by 2 every time, so we have 11, 13, 15, and the last number is 17, which is the answer A. Good. Oh, it's gone very, very quiet in here. Question 25. The correct answer here, builders, is... The correct answer here, builders, is... Sorry? Give up. What's the correct answer? You wouldn't know what they were saying. The correct answer here is C. Okay. The rule being that each number is the sum of the previous two. So 8 plus 13 is 21. 13 plus 21 is 34. 21 plus 34 is 55. And 55 plus 89 is, of course, 144. There you go, which is C. Question 26. And the answer here, and we really did have a sigh of relief from the builders here. Final question, the answer should be publicans. The answer should... Publicans, what's the answer? Teachers, what's the answer? A. D. I hope you... What do you teach at school? Don't answer that. OK, the answer here is A. And that completes the first set of answers for the logic test.
So there's a great deal of despair, concern, some happiness in the studio. Let me see whether or not... Can we go to another leaderboard? Can we have a look at our leaderboard? Yeah? Let's have a look. Here we go. And just very quickly, the twins at the bottom. Oh, my goodness me! The teachers in the top, above the students, the builders with 15 with the publicans, the blondes just slightly behind with 14, along with the celebrities who've slipped right down to almost to the very bottom. And the twins with 13, you thought you were doing so well.
We were so confident.
What happened?
Well, they had me.
You were all the way through. You're going, oh, that's all right, yeah, I'm doing well, that's OK. Look at the state of that. Let's have some more answers.
OK, still on the logic section, more answers to reveal. This time shapes, 5 questions, 5 answers. Here they are. Question 27. And the answer here is A, isn't it? Because looking across the columns, each row has 1 square at the left, 1 in the middle and 1 at the right. Likewise, each column has 1 square at the top, 1 in the middle and 1 at the bottom. So the correct answer must be a square which is at the right and which is at the bottom. Yes? You've given up caring over there. Question 28. And the correct answer, blondes, here is? C. Good. Each row has shapes that are 1, 2 and 3 circles wide at the base, and each column has shapes that are 1, 2 and 3 circles high at the left. So the correct answer is 3 circles wide and 3 circles high. Question 29. And the answer here, identical twins, is? D. D. Quite quite right, because each column contains... Now, let me explain. Each column contains a horizontal line, a vertical line and a cross, and so does each row, so the correct answer must be a horizontal line. That's D. Question 30. Publicans. The answer... A. Yes, good. The answer is A. Each row contains 2 light and 1 dark background, plus 2 patterns, which, when placed on top of each other, give the third pattern. So the correct answer will be an upright cross on a white background. That's answer A. Answer 31. The answer here is C. Good. Each column contains the letters A, T and P arranged vertically. Each row adds nothing or N or ND to the bottom line, so the right answer is C. OK. Now, the final 6 answers in the logic section. These are the analogies. These were a bit more tricky. OK? Question 32. Tadpole is to frog as caterpillar is to... D. Oh, you only know builders now, I've told you. D. OK. 33. Long is to short as fat is to... Yes, B. OK. Question 34. Grape is to wine as flour is to what, publicans? Question 34, the answer is B. Grape... You were saying C. Grape is to wine as flour is to dough. OK, circle is to square. This is question 35. Circle is to square as ball is to B, cube. Question 36. Shh, shh. So we won't hear the answers. Question 36. Microscope is to microbe as amplifier is to B. Whisper. Well done. Final question. Picasso, this is question 37. Picasso is to constable as bus is to... No, interestingly, the answer is D. Now, Colin, you promised us that it's nothing to do with knowledge, but you'd actually have to know about the period that Picasso was around and Constable was around.
Yes, but obviously all our audience here does, because the statistical analysis...
No, I'm sorry, there was a great cry out saying train. You lied to us. This is definitely knowledge. Mrs. Mensah, don't you agree? This is definitely a knowledge question.
Well, I don't want to upset my colleague here, but yes, there is some knowledge in that. But it's across the questions across a whole range.
Well, I think that one was a bit of a cheat, actually, if you didn't know. OK, I don't know how the publicans are on art. That completes the answers for the logic section.
I did tell you she was going to turn, didn't I? I warned you, I could see it coming a mile off. Right, OK, we are just over halfway through the answers of the National IQ Test 2002. Take a breath. How are you doing? Is the balance of power changing in your house? Do the kids rule the roost? Was Dad beaten in the memory questions by the goldfish? I hope you are doing well. I really hope our groups are doing well in the studio. Obviously, we'll talk to them. Shall we have a look at the state of play? Darren says no. He says that, well, there's no way you can stop it happening, because here it comes. If you are ready, and here it is. The twins of the bottom join with the builders, the blondes at 31, the celebrities, they're climbing back up a little bit now, the publicans, teachers at 35, students at 36. Let's have a word with the students! Here we go. You were quite bright. You said you were quite bright earlier on. You were quite confident. How do you feel now?
I feel even more confident.
You feeling good, yeah?
Feeling good now.
You think you're going to be able to maintain this lead?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
OK, and let's have a look. Who's someone we haven't spoken to? You, madam. Here. How about you? Did you find the test easy?
No.
Do you think the fact that the students are in the lead has got anything to do with you whatsoever?
No.
No. You weren't helping the side at all, no?
Just a wee bit, maybe.
OK, who here thinks that they are really very, very brainy? You? Oh, his hand straight up. His hand went straight. Yes, and he's up in the air. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Good gracious. Well, hello there. How are you? What's your name?
William Rennison.
William, whereabouts are you from, William?
Barnsley.
Barnsley, yeah? And you really are a very, very confident bloke.
Thank you very much.
Do you believe that the fact that the students are in the lead at the moment is entirely down to you?
I think it's down to our fresh education.
Do you? My word. Let's get back over here with our experts. Experts, are you surprised at the way this is turning out? What do you think?
Oh, not particularly, no, because obviously the students are young, they're studying for their exams, they've got everything going for them at the moment.
Fair enough. All right, in that case, there's no surprise here currently, but of course there is such a long way to go over there. Mr. Confident from Barnsley at the top. Quite astonishing. It should give us a pretty good picture of the state of Britain's brains. Time for some more answers.
OK, it's on to the dreaded maths section. The first 6 were mental arithmetic poses. Question 38, that addition. And the answer, teachers, was... The teachers are saying absolutely nothing. The answer was B. OK. Question 39. A bit of algebra here. And the answer, builders, to the algebra question. C. Well done. It was. The answer was C. Question 40. Hey, teachers. You really think the answer to question 40 is A? You're absolutely right. Any teasing? Question 41. What was the average of these numbers? And the answers... Publicans. No, dears. The answer is B. OK, there was a great gasp let out on this one. I think it was the builders again. Question 42. The answer... Bronze, the answer was... B. That's right. The answer was B. Finally, question 43. It's just a lot of muttering here. Celebrities. Andrew Neil, what was the answer?
Hello.
Anyone get him?
Where am I?
What was the
Good
answer?
evening. Welcome to Dispatch Box.
What was the answer?
I can't remember. C.
No.
D.
The answer to question 43 is D.
That's what I told you.
OK, let's see how everyone got on with the mathematics puzzles. Question 41. That was a supply of food will keep 9 people for 12 days. How long will it keep 3 people? That's question. The answer is D. Moving on. Question 45. A car travels 8 miles in 10 minutes. What is the distance if it travels in an hour? And the question, the answer to that is A. 48 miles. Question 46. Interest on savings is taxed at 20%. A bank statement shows that you have £10 interest after tax. How much interest did you have before the tax was deducted? The builders must know this because they're very good on tax, aren't they? The answer is C. OK, question 47. The price of car parking has increased from 25p to 35p per 15-minute period. What is the increase as a percentage? Adam Woodyatt.
Thanks, Ed. I think it was D.
No, you think wrong, Adam. Oh. It was D. Did you say D?
Yeah, my diction's nearly as bad as yours.
OK, question 48. A 50-metre-long cable is divided so that one piece is 2/3 of the length of the other piece. How long is the shorter piece, builders? Dear. It is not C, the answer is B. That completes the answers in the maths section.
We'll take a look at the leaderboard in just a moment, but first of all, round the back here, Rob, you know how many people played this test on the internet, yeah?
I do indeed.
Would you like to reveal to us how many people played along this evening? We will, before you do that, we will give all those results out a little bit later on. If you've been taking part on the internet, all that information has come into us. We now know how you've done. Would you like to tell us how many people took part?
I can indeed. We had a massive 85,157 people joined us this evening to take part in Testimation.
Thank you very much. So we'll analyse those results as well in just a moment, but I think our celebrities would like to know the leaderboard. Would you like to know how you're doing so? Right. Oh, nah, to hell with it. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here's the leaderboard. And we can see that... teachers are ahead of the students by 2%. That's 44% of the questions answered. Teachers currently in the lead. Right, here we go. Some more answers for you.
OK, the final section, 4 blocks of questions left. The ones that came under the heading perception. First up, practical mechanics. Here come the 5 answers. Question 49, you were asked which vase is most likely to fall over. And the answer is B. B is the vase most likely to topple if pushed. Colin, why?
Because there's more weight at the top, Anne.
Right. How would we know that?
Because when you're dusting, you knock more of them over.
Do you know, experts are all the same, aren't they? OK, question 50, we asked you where should the 50-kilogram weight be hung in order to get the scales to balance? And the correct answer here was A. If you hang the weight at point A, the ruler will balance perfectly. OK. Is that all clear, students? OK, question 51. Now, this was tricky. Which wheelbarrow can be lifted with the least effort? Obviously easier for people who go through life lifting wheelbarrows. Anyone over there? B. Tommy, you must know the answer to this.
I know the answer now.
What answer did you put?
I put A and I think it's B.
That's very funny. The answer is B. And especially for Tommy, let me explain, it helps to have a longer barrow handle and the weight positioned at the furthest end of the barrow. Not a lot of people know that, do they, builders? OK, question 52. Out of which reservoir will the water stream with the highest pressure? Now, any student with a knowledge of physics, very basic physics, should know that. Jonathan Edwards, how did you do? You've got a physics degree, haven't you?
I have. I think I should have put D, Anne.
But you didn't.
But I didn't.
What did you put? What did you put?
I put A.
OK. They never taught you at university that all will flow at the same rate.
I think they probably did.
But you've forgotten. OK. The answer is D. Finally, question 53. Some provisions were thrown out of the plane at point X. Where do they land? And apparently, the answer is D. I haven't the... Well, that's very clever. Colin, I haven't the foggiest idea why the answer is D. Why is the answer is D?
Well, the answer is D, because the package keeps on moving forward at the same speed, but it also accelerates downwards, which makes it take that funny path we've shown there. And you should be able to work it out, you see. You don't actually need knowledge for that sort of thing.
I bet the publicans didn't know the answer to that one. OK. Next, the 6 answers under the heading mental rotation. The answer to 54 was... The odd one out was C. Let's have a look at this. OK. Moving on, the answer to 55, which was the odd one out here, was C. OK. 56, the odd one out here was A, as you can see. 57, the odd one out here was B. 58, the odd one out here was C, because, there you go. And 59, the odd one out here. Celebs, did you know, were you any good at this? We're on the final one here, 59. Which is the odd one out, Andrew Neil?
Someone else
Didn't you
voted.
ask somebody from EastEnders what the odd one out is?
And why not? What's wrong with EastEnders?
No, but you should know. You fit.
It's either B or D.
That's no good. Natalie.
D.
Natalie, you've been very quiet.
You haven't spoken to me, Anne, that's why I'm...
No, well, darling, here's...
I'd say A.
You say A. You'd be right. You can teach Andrew Neil a thing or two. How did we do, everybody? Oh.
Right, then, with only 2 blocks of answers to reveal, let's see who is currently in the lead in our studio. Here we go, and... Oh, my goodness! Teachers and students, 52%, they're joint. The publicans, 48, builders, 45, blondes, 44, tied with the celebrities. Celebrities, you are tied with the blondes.
It's the same rule.
You can't protest. It's there. Darren, you can't. What do you think, Sonny?
Oh, I thought I did very well there, but... The team let me down, what can I say?
Natalie believes that the team actually let her down on this. How have you felt throughout this competition?
Yeah, I've felt quite nervous, and some of them I've guessed, and some I've got right. I think, you know, you just have to see, don't you? I can't wait to know, though.
At the end, because of course you guys don't know your IQ story. We haven't told you yet, so yeah, that's still to come at the end. You can have joy. You can either decide to reveal or not. You know, it's entirely up to you, and we're not going to force you. What about you, Jane? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't mind being on par with the blondes. I like a blonde.
Yeah. But do the blondes like you, though? That's the thing. Yeah. Oh no! Humiliation's coming from every quarter.
I'm getting it today.
Right then, teachers. You're not a geography. We spoke to you earlier on. You're an English teacher because I thought you must be a geography teacher because you've got loads. I was sure you were a geography teacher.
You get those after 5 years of service.
You feeling confident, teachers?
Yes!
OK, very best of luck. Here we go. Last batch of questions and answers.
Now, the moment of truth is approaching. Just 11 answers left to reveal. This next block is the paper folding questions. And if you've gone through life thinking origami was a herb, this might be a moment to look away. 6 answers in this block. So, question 60, which solid shape can be made from the paper pattern? And the answer is C. 61. The answer is B. Well done. On to 62. And the answer is C. Oh, you obviously found these easy. That's good. Even the identical twins. Good. On to 63. And the answer here was D. Well done. Yes. On to 64. And the answer was A. Oh, that was quite tricky, I think. On to 65. And this was the one which paper pattern could not be folded to form the solid shape. And the answer was B. OK? Moving on. Because you now should have a pretty good idea of how well you've done. We're down to the final answers. Yes, are you Leonardo da Vinci builders or Leonardo DiCaprio? Oh. On to the 5 shape matching questions. These are the final answers in the National IQ Test 2002. OK. Which figure, number 66, which figure contains the shape shown? Nina. C. Well done. The answer is C. 67. Which figure here contains the shape shown? Darren Jordan.
I think it's B, Anne.
The answer, did you say B?
B.
Yes, B is the answer. OK. There it goes. 68. Jane, middle miss. 68. B. What do you say?
B.
No. Claire.
C, I should say.
C.
No, actually, on 68... Well, there isn't much choice, builders, is there? The answer to 68 is D. 69. Which figure... Why are you cheering? The answer to 69... Jane? C? Correct. The answer is C. OK. Shh. Because they're so pleased with themselves, these people. Question 70. Which figure contains the shape shown? Adam.
Thanks, Anne. Do you know what? I still don't know.
Any other select? Jonathan? A? Well, he said it for you now, hasn't he? The correct answer is A. answers have now been revealed.
Well, I didn't have to answer the questions, and I still feel like a drink. How about you guys, yeah? I mean, I've had to do a lot of walking and talking at the same time. It can be very exhausting. Now, then, you should be counting up your results now. Count up how many questions you answered correctly, ignoring the example questions, obviously. Give yourself 1 point for a correct answer and 0 for an incorrect answer, or an answer left blank. Shortly, we will have the results from our groups in the studio. The computer is working out now our winning group, our winning individuals, and our winning celebrity, which will be revealed a little later in the show, along with a host of statistics that should prove extremely interesting, if not a little controversial. Already, I can tell you that there is somebody in this audience with an IQ of 137. I can tell you that that person could be in the student section. I can tell you that it's not Mr. Barnsley up there in the top right-hand corner. I can also tell you that somebody in the audience has an IQ of 70. The builders, what you all thought, you immediately assumed it was you, didn't you? Well, that will always and forever remain a secret, wherever that person is. Now then, how did our esteemed celebrities think they did? Anne?
They've gone all dejected. Adam?
Are you picking on me, Anne?
No, but I know how good you are at general knowledge and how well you did on another programme I do, so I'm quite interested.
Yeah, but we all cheated that night.
Jane, how do you think... I'm not talking to him anymore. Jane, how do you think you did?
OK. Some of my shapes I thought were quite good, but then when I saw the answers, they were rubbish.
OK. Natalie?
I'm not saying a word.
Tommy?
I don't recall the language, but the mess completely went to pieces.
Claire?
Yes, probably not as well as I thought I might have done.
Jonathan? Are you clever as well as good-looking?
Thank you.
He is rather good-looking.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anne. I thought I probably would do OK, but I'm not so sure now.
OK. Darren?
I'll reserve judgment, Anne. I thought I did better, but I don't think I did very well, to be honest. Please don't reveal my IQ to the nation.
What's it worth? OK. Andrew?
I think...
You sorry you came?
Yeah, but that was before I arrived.
OK.
I think we're all going to stay behind for extra homework tonight.
Good. All right. Well, you should have added up your points at home. The important bit is taking those points and converting them into your actual IQ score. Take a deep breath. All right, Silver and Colin, just before we show everyone how to calculate their IQ, can you give us an idea of how viewers can judge their performance? Just remind us.
Well, 100 is average, so if people have scored between 90 and 110, you know, they're normal. And I expect everybody will be quite pleased to hear that.
Are you normal?
I'm very normal.
No, if you're in Mensa, you're well above normal.
Yeah, but above normal in intelligence, but I'm a normal person.
OK. Colin, how normal are you?
I've no idea, Anne. I've never taken the test.
All right. You've devised a special chart to show us how we convert the point system into our IQ, yeah?
That's right. And basically, what you need to do is to look at the chart, and the first column shows the score you got on that test. So look down the first column until you see your score. The other columns on that chart show age bands, because the meaning of IQ varies according to your age. We want to compare you with people of the same age. So once you've found your score, look across until you find the column that corresponds to your age band, and then you just read off your IQ from that.
OK, let me just go through that again. We'll just... The left-hand side is your age, the test score. Right, the left-hand column is the number of questions you got right. The other column refers to age bands. That's 16 to 19, 20 to 34, 35 to 54, 55 to 69, and 70 plus. So you need to look down the left-hand column to find the number of questions you've answered correctly. Then move across to the column containing your age group, and you have your IQ. Colin, there is a point, so therefore, if there's a family now and there's 3 members of the family have got the same number of points, it's now going to be dependent on their age, isn't it?
That's right, because the purpose of IQ is to compare you with other people of a similar age. We all get brightest from about 24 to about 30, and then afterwards we decline. And so the IQ score it basically corrects for that age change.
How old are you?
48.
Right, OK. Just asking. Did you reveal your age, Mrs Benson?
I'm 53.
OK. Now, anyone who hasn't kept up or got lost, you can find all this information on page 623 of CFAX. How did you do at home? Will you be framing your results or throwing them in the bin? Either way, don't despair, because geographically, your actual area might have done very well indeed. This is really interesting. Philip has some results for everyone who took part on the web.
Brilliant. Good stuff. Now then, we're getting, and I'm still getting them now, I'm getting information in my ear constantly. This is always being updated. What we're about to give you is information that is coming in from the internet, and I've just been told that the number of people who've taken part has now risen as we've got more information coming in from them. It's now 95,000 people who took part on the internet. Right. So, obviously, the results have been coming in thick and fast. Now I can show how your particular region, how your town, your part of the country did in the National IQ test. Just like a general election, we have some fancy graphics, but unlike a general election, we don't have Peter Snow and an old pair of suede shoes. This, so far, is the current state of play. Now, first of all, let's take a look at the nations. This is the average IQ worked out from the individual scores of all those who took part on the web. So, first of all, let's have a look at this map. Nations. 106, the average IQ for Wales, 107 for Scotland, England 108 in the lead. Oh, no, it's a tie. Look, Northern Ireland and England 108. Now, that, of course, is... well, you can give them a round of applause, of course. Well done, Northern Ireland. Well done, England. Only a couple of points in it between Scotland and Wales. That's very, very close. And that's as we would expect. It's not going to be, we don't think, a massive range of numbers here. Let's take a look now at the regions throughout the UK. Now, in order to make sure that we included everyone, this is based on which local BBC region you live in. So let's see how Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales stand up to the rest of England. Here we go. Here are the regions. Oh, the South East down the bottom, 106. Oh, look at this. They're sharing that with Wales and the West Midlands, climbing up now. The North and Scotland together. Northern Ireland, North West, South, Cumbria, the North East, the East, all have 108. 109 for London, 110 for the South West, sharing it with the East Midlands, but it's the West with 115 who've won in that category. Bearing in mind this is only a sample of the people who took part on the web. Congratulations to you, officially the brainiest bit of Britain. Now we can take a look at the results of our nation's capital cities. Let's find out if the people of Belfast, Cardiff, Edinburgh or London came out on top. And we can see that in those capital cities, London with 107, sharing it with Cardiff, don't boo yet, Belfast with 109, and at the top we've Edinburgh with 110. How do you feel about that?
It's only right and natural.
It's right and proper, you say?
Right and proper.
Right, then. They will all be dancing in the streets in Edinburgh,
No,
I'm sure. Congratulations to you. Don't need much of an excuse anyway. Time now to examine the results from other major cities throughout the UK. Let's see if Bristol have bigger brains than Birmingham, or if Liverpool can lord it over Londonderry. Here we go. Big list here. 102, Londonderry down the bottom, 104, joint Norwich, Aberystwyth, 106 for Birmingham, Newcastle and Glasgow share 107, 108 for Manchester and Brighton, 109 for Bristol, 110 for Leeds. Aberdeen and Plymouth share 111. The average IQ for Southampton, based on the people who took part on the website, well, was 113, 114 for Liverpool. Would you please put your hands together for Leicester with 119? Results still coming in. Well, there you have it. The truth is out. Thanks very much indeed to all those people who took part in that part of the test on the web, and I hope you were pleased with your results.
Thank you. I'm thrilled with Liverpool coming second. How did you do, Andrew?
I don't know.
Oh, right. I have some results here. Can I tell them their results?
No. I think you've got to ask them if they want to. Let them think about it for a minute.
Do any of you want to hear your results out loud, or would you like to open them in the quiet of your own home? Okay.
Let them sweat on it for a minute or two.
I'm going to let them sweat on it. You've got some online results, haven't you?
Yeah, they've just come in. They've just come in. We actually have had some results telling us how bright countries are. Obviously, you've seen that, how intelligent each city is. But is it true that intelligence can be measured by physical makeup? Can something as simple as hair colour indicate how smart you are? Is that true, Colin?
Well, I found one paper when I was looking around for this suggesting that the fairer your hair is, the brighter you tend to be.
The fairer your hair is?
According to one paper published in 1985.
What about, I mean, they do say that the people who are either receding or losing their hair are actually brighter. Is there any evidence to back that up?
Oh, I don't know on that one, but I'd guess it's probably true.
You should have said yes. Ah, you did say yes. You got it in at the end. Right, all right then. Now, what about a link between height and IQ? We've mentioned, we talked to our two blondes down the bottom there, that they both had higher IQs than they thought they were going to have. What about height?
Yes, there's a definite link, and quite well-researched link, between height and IQ, and it's thought to be possibly due to nutritional factors or something like that.
OK. You're better nourished, tall lady. Right, this is exactly what the evening is all about. Of course, hitherto undiscovered secrets about how intelligent we are. Let's look at some of those results from all of those people taking the test on the web tonight. And once again, I reiterate, this is only the people who have taken part on the web, and those results are still being updated. But here it is, how we stand so far. Let's have a look at hair colour. Here we are. There you go. We've got brown hair with 108, black hair with 106, the blondes with 107, redheads, and I'm afraid the redheads are 106 there, shared bottom place with the blacks, 106. But in the lead with a massive 113, it's grey-haired people. Don't say a word. I won't have it. Right, OK. Interesting to see if our studio blondes fared the same as that result up there. Let's have a look at eye colour, and we'll take a look at the results from eye colours that came in on the web. And we have blue, brown, green, and those muddy colours. We can see that it's blue eyes. 109, brown, they had an average IQ of 108, green, an average IQ of 106, and the others, those sort of muddy colours that are left over, an IQ of 107. So a round of applause, I think, for anyone who happens to have blue eyes this evening. So now you know. Now, we asked all the people playing online which star sign they were born under. Capricorns, more intelligent than Cancerians. Let's have a look. I'm hoping the people born under the sign of Aries are going to do well here. Right, this is a tricky one to read out. Let's have a look. Once we reveal them, we can see Taurus 106, Gemini 109, Cancer 108, same as Leo 109, Virgo and Libra 106, for Scorpio 107. So what have we got here? We've got Aquarius, haven't we? That's Aquarius. Aquarius in the lead with 110. Well done, you're the bright star sign. Now, it's a bit of fun, and considering that it is the last day of the football season today, we thought it would be interesting to find out which football supporters qualify for the Champions League when it came to intelligence. We've all sorts of footy supporters taking part tonight. Millwall fans, Motherwell, of course, Manchester United fans. So now, let's have a look at this. I can reveal which supporters made the top of the table and which ended up in the relegation zone. Here is that table, and at the top, West Brom, 138. Morton, 136. 136 for Sheffield United and for Brentford. Gillingham 126. Now down at the bottom of that table, we've Cardiff City with 86, East Stirling 84, Carlisle 82, Peterborough 80, and Burnley down the bottom with 76. No premierships in there at all. But also, bear in mind, I will say, if you're sobbing there, any one of those people in that right-hand column, the results are still coming in. You might be a little slow. Perhaps you could build those numbers up. Who can say? Finally, it is the $64,000 question. Men versus women. The battle of the sexes. Who won the battle of the brains? This is, of course, only the people who took part on the web tonight, so don't fight in your house, OK? Time to find out. Finally, and... Yeah! I tell you what, there's nothing wrong with that result. 111 for the blokes, 104 for the ladies. Thanks very much indeed to everyone who took part and contributed to the programme by taking part online. The results, as I said, are still coming in thick and fast. And this is the current state of play. It could change as more results arrive. Now then, we are hoping that we have on the phone now someone with the highest IQ at the moment. Who is on the telephone? Do we have a name? Hello?
Hello.
Hello there, what's your name?
My name is Keith Jowett.
Hello, Keith. Whereabouts are you calling from?
I'm calling from North Surrey.
OK, Keith. Can I ask you, let me just ask a couple of questions here before we get your IQ. What colour hair do you have?
Well, it's mostly disappeared. It's balding.
Ah. What colour was it?
It was a medium brown, but of course it's gone largely grey now.
All right. And what colour are your eyes?
Blue. Blue-green.
Are you tall?
Grey, I should say. Sorry. I can't even remember my own colour.
Well, I'm amazed we're talking to you. But nevertheless, we are, and you obviously have a very high IQ because we've found out now you're taking part on the web. Would you like to tell us what your IQ is?
Well, you've marked it as 149.
149! That's impressive, isn't it? 149 is a good score.
That is very, very impressive indeed.
Yeah, very well. Well done to you, Keith. Now, thanks very much indeed for taking part in this. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been great fun here in the studio. That has been the National IQ Test 2002, and those were the results.
We've still got some more excitement. It's time to announce the winners from our studio groups. Have the builders beaten the blondes? Are the students' brains superior to those of the teachers? Where will the twins and landlords be placed? And then, of course, there's our 10 very brave celebrities, some of whom look very dejected and sorry they came here. Over to our leaderboard. Teachers, followed by the students. Followed by the publicans, then the builders, the twins, the blondes, and finally, I'm terribly sorry, but the celebrities. Now, somebody Somebody in the studio has a very, very impressive IQ. Who is it, Philip?
Well, I'm standing in front of the group of people who have that bright person in their midst. Now then, I'm going to get this information down my ear. Would you like to tell me a name? Right, I now have the name of the person. Who's Tim Rigby? Well done, Tim Rigby. What's his IQ? Hang on a minute. I'm going to get your IQ. Tell me what his IQ was. 137. You are our brightest person in the studio, Tim Rigby. Brother, mate.
And finally, we can reveal just how far up the IQ scale our celebrities managed to climb. Is anyone willing to divulge their score? Go on, Jane.
I don't know. You've got the answer.
I have. Jane, you were 100.
It's all right.
Well done. Anyone else prepared?
Go on.
OK. Tommy, 98. I'm going to save the others any embarrassing. I'm going to tell you the winning score of our most cerebral celeb. It was Jonathan with 126. Are you surprised?
Yes, I am, actually. Very surprised.
OK. Too modest to say anything else?
Yeah, because I got quite a few wrong, which I thought I should have got right, so... But, yeah, I mean...
OK, Dane, you came second, and because I want to make him a happy man, Andrew, you came third.
Well done. Well done. You're a very brave bunch, and you've
Terrific,
really got
They've
into
been very
this
good
evening.
sports.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, that's about it from the National IQ Test 2002. Thanks, of course, to our celebrities, our studio guests, Dr. Colin Cooper and Sylvia Herbert over here. To all of you who played at home and helped to make this show, thank you very much. Don't worry if you didn't score as well as you thought. Remember, there's always someone with a lower IQ than you, and I'm always here to talk to you if you would like to. More data is available at the BBC website, and if you've just come in and missed the show, you can still play the test online. The lookup table is also available on the website on CFAX page 623.
Thank you, Philip. But what a terrific evening. TV history we've made. Thank you very much to everyone, and particularly to everyone at home for joining in the fun. And thank you for watching us from both of us.
Good night.
Good night.